Hey everybody, this is Roy Bandari with TalkCondo.com, and today we are thrilled to be talking to Brian Brown, the CEO of Lifetime Developments, for the incredible launch of Oscar Residences, a really exciting new condominium right on the Dupont. So Brian, thank you very much for your time today.
Hi Roy, thank you again for joining us today for the launch of Oscar Residences and for being part of our prestige group.
Brian, we always talk about how important it is to buy from a reputable developer. We know Lifetime have been one of the top builders in the entire city for a good part of the last decade. You've brought some amazing condominiums to market, some of the ones that perform so well in the resale market. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what makes Lifetime so special and why Lifetime buildings perform so well in the resale market?
The principles. And they laid the foundation upon which we operate today. So we're constantly looking at the way that we do business, the practices that we have in place internally. We're looking at the materials that we incorporate into our buildings, the way that we incorporate artists into our buildings, but also looking at what we can do next. So it's never okay to just be where we are, but we're constantly looking at what we can do next in order to improve the level of our buildings, to make things even more exciting about our developments.
Lifetime have already done some work in and around Yorkville, the Annex area, but this is one of the first projects that you guys have done actually in the Annex. Can you tell us a little bit about what drew you to this neighborhood and what are the things about the Annex that you guys feel are so special?
We're always constantly looking at what's the next neighborhood, what's a great neighborhood that we can be a part of. We look at many sites over the years and we can't build everything, so we're very picky with which neighborhoods and which buildings we want to build. In the case of Annex and being able to build a boutique building in this neighborhood, we're excited about it. We're not just excited, but we're proud to have the opportunity.
Lifetime Developments are known for doing super high rises like Bisha, like the Yorkville, like Index condos. This one's a little bit of a departure in that it's a boutique building. Tell us a little bit about what excites you about bringing a boutique building like the Oscar to market.
There's something different about boutique living. As much as I love large buildings that we develop as well, the boutique buildings provide more of an intimate feel to residential living. In the case of the Annex, we're making Annex living more accessible to more people. It's not about buying a big home. It's not about paying $2 million for a house. In the case of Oscar, we're bringing units of different sizes that will provide the opportunity for many different people, different stages of their life, to live in the Annex. There's something amazing about living in a neighborhood that's already strong and stable, but yet having the opportunity to go to the Yorkville neighborhood or to go to King West and hop on a bus down to the downtown core. So you get the opportunity to live in a neighborhood that is comfortable and that has activity, but at the same time has that quiet side of neighborhood living. So when you walk down the street, it's not about being in the congestion. It's about enjoying the streets, enjoying the life that's there, and enjoying the parks and the neighborhood. But if you want to go to the downtown core, it's really just 5 minutes away.
When we're talking to our investors, we're always looking at what is going to make this area better tomorrow. We know there's a lot of transformation happening on the Dupont. So talk to us a little bit about the future of the Dupont Strip and why you think investors should be excited about that.
So in the case of Oscar, you're really buying into a neighborhood that's just starting that transformation. Between Christie and Bathurst, Dupont Street is going through major transformations. And what happened in this case was that a number of developments all went through the city approval process all at the same time. What that gave was the opportunity for all of us to show each other what we were planning for Dupont and to work with the city and the neighborhood to figure out how each development was going to contribute to that neighborhood in different ways. It's very rare that you have that opportunity to work with the city to plan out an entire street, not just your own development. When we look at developments, we like to look at it as something that's going to change a neighborhood on a long-term basis. And in the case of Lifetime, we're not just looking at a building to try to figure out how we build the building and then move on to the next building, but how do we build a building that will really contribute to that neighborhood on a long-term basis, and we want to be a part of that as well.
Another key component for investors is accessibility to transit. We know this location has some great transit options. So talk to us a little bit about what transit options are nearby and what investors can be excited about.
We always talk about location, but in this case, we're looking at a location that provides you with Annex living, but at the same time, within 20 minutes, you can get anywhere in the city. So if you want to get to the downtown core, you want to get to Union Station, there's many options, whether it be by bus or by subway. It's right at your doorstep. We can't thank you enough for your support over these years. Our buildings wouldn't have been successful if we didn't have your friendship and your partnership and your support. So we thank you. We hope we answered all your questions today, and we look forward to doing more buildings in the future.